Get this thing turned on. Hello, hello, everybody. How's it going today? Getting everything turned on here a minute. I ain't got much to turn on, but got some goodies to show and put out today. Got a few different things here today. Man Mountain Meadows, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm expecting we're going to have here over in western Tennessee here. They said we're supposed to have some thunder boomers late this afternoon. I'm getting a couple things turned on here where I can take care of what I needed to do. I'm going to get wound up here in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, you're Man Mountain, you're not too awful many miles. You're probably about let's see now. Is that outside of Nashville? Am I right? South of Nashville? South and southwest of Nashville, or I'm making a wild guess. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. After I started talking, I was like, wait a minute. Then you just live a little over 50 miles from me. Shoot, we are next door neighbors here almost. How about that? Man Mountain Metals. Let me see what I can get click back on here. Yes, sir. I've got a few goodies I want to. If a few folks come in today, I'm gonna show them. Maybe offer a few things for sale. I got some fairly decent too. I got them all the way from $1 bills to $2, $5, $10, and some $20 old bills up here. I've got a small handful of them. On show what I got. I've been looking at them and kind of looking them up, trying to decide what they should be kind of priced at. Yeah, if you're getting rain, Man Mountain, we'll be getting it. It was coming from the south, moving north up to the north yesterday, and that's kind of an odd weather pattern for us. It's usually coming out of the west, northwest, coming down on us. But yesterday it was coming from up out of the south. Yeah, got us. See what all we got. Got some proof sets today. I got a roll of 40% Kennedy half dollars in it. That's actually a silver round tube. I put them in there though, just so I'd keep up with them. There's a There's a roll of them, $10 roll there, face value. I think I think this is a 86 George Washington anniversary coin here. $1/2. That's a pretty one. If I knew Benjamin that comes in on Ash's channel sometime, I'd invite him to come up with me today. I hadn't seen him lately. I seen him maybe a month ago on one of the channels. Got what do we got here? This is the Ellis Island, the 86. Got that little paper in there with him today. Got one of those. I seen one of those sell last night. And a 77, a 78 proof set, an 80, and an 82 proof set. And let's see, what else are we going to... Oh, I know what else I got today. Anybody's looking for any, I got some goldbacks. And some of them are different. I gotta look see which ones I got. Got a lot of Nevada, 3, 4, 5. 5 Nevadas, goldbacks. Got 1, 2 Wyomings. Got a New Hampshire. Utah. And I say that Nevada got down in there in the mix. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Nevada. Wyoming, that's 7, 8. New Hampshire's 9th. And a Utah for the very last one of them. Let's see, they say they're 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. But I got those. I'm going to lay them up there, let them be in the, at least you can see them. Somebody comes in and wants to, that might be interested. And if anybody's collecting any currency, I'm going to look at a few of them here before I really show them. And we got and I tell you what, they're pretty darn shaped too. We got a 1935 C silver certificate, $1. And let's see, that would be, I think that's the one they call a godless note. I believe that's right. It don't say "In God We Trust" on that one. But it's really nice. Pretty darn good shape. There's Liberty Bleeds Silver. I've been just stepping in a few times and watching a few of your videos. I mean, you've probably been around a long time, but you were new to me last time when I streamed for a little while. And I was like, gosh, this guy's been making lots of videos. I'm an old hillbilly here in the South, so I'm not going to be too fancy over here. And let's see, this other dollar silver certificate I got, it's a 57B. right there. And it's nice. It's a real nice bill. Now it says in God we trust on that one. Yeah, you too, Liberty. You too, man. I'll have to put you up on panel with me someday if you want to come up. I'll turn the talking over to you. Oh, I'll tell you what else I have today. I've got a couple of low serial number $2 bills, and they are star notes. I got, yeah, that's right. But I like to act like I halfway know what I'm doing. I got a couple of those. See, there's low serial numbers 0008657 and a 657 and a 658. They're series. They're 1976. Yeah, these are 76 series. Still, they've been they've been taken good care of. Well, no, Liberty. I tell you what, I did about 3 or 4 years ago, and when the wife got breast cancer and everything, well, it just shot everything down for me. And I've got a handful of things today. That's actually what I'm doing. I'm going to try to sell the things I have in here again today, and just use that money towards all of our doctor visits when we go. That's what this is. That's kind of what this is all about for me. You know, I'd like to keep all this stuff, but that's not going to be able to be done right now. I got some. Yeah, she's doing fairly well today. I got some red seal $5 uh, bills here. I'm going to show in just a minute. I'm going to read the dates on them before I put them. Got 63, 63, 63. Yeah, they're all. I'm going to show them just a second. They're all. Let me get under here again. There they are. They pretty. They're nice. Hey, Chew, how you doing? I'm showing some currency bills I've got. I've got five of these red seals. They're all. You can see they're all pretty. They're not in consecutive order or anything here. They're just random. No consecutive serial numbers on them. Only ones I had that were that them $2 bills were consecutives, and they're also star notes. So they should bring a little more to be more collectible, I'd say. Let's see, I got a 1963A star note $10 bill, and it's just an average, I think, because it's. Let me look back again, because it's been folded before, but as far as I see any tears, there's not any tears on it. Right there, not any tears. Got that one, and let's see, that was a 63. Let's see, and then I got a 19. I might better put my glasses on. This one I'm trying to make sure is it a 1950 $10 bill? Let me put the old specs on real quick. Yeah, good thing I put my glasses on. This is a 1950, a 1950 $10 bill. Got a 1950 there. And I got a 1963A, another 63A right there. Them. And let's see, I got, get to them. I got a 1950 A $20 bill. As the further you go back in time, the prettier money looked to me. Now I can lay that down a little steadier later. I got the shakes, so that's just me. Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate it, Liberty. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. This last $20 bill, I guess it may be the oldest one I got. It's a series of 1934C, and it's pretty darn good condition too. Pretty nice. It has a fold, but it's still a nice looking bill. Let's see, where we at here? I think I showed most of the. Yeah, I did. I showed all of the bills so far. Did I got here? But I got any more ones, $2 bills, $5 bills, and some $10 bills, and some 20s. If anybody's interested, uh, let me know, and I'll throw a price up there. And I don't know if anybody buys the gold backs. The gold backs are for sale. And a roll of got a roll of 40 percenters in there. They're in a dollar holder or a 1 ounce round tube. That's $10 worth in there. Anybody saves 40% silvers, I gotta. If somebody buys them, I'll just ship them, leave them in that tube and stuff something down in it so they don't rattle. Oh. But I'm going to hang out on here for a little while, see if anybody comes in and wants to. I may start some things out and put a starting bid up here in a minute. I usually do it that way. Got a Swiss hemp made in India. I forgot what this symbol is on this, and gosh, I ought to know what it is. And it's somebody tell me what that was. I forgot what that emblem, what that is. I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, excuse me for the sniffling today. I got it's that pollen time of the year here in Tennessee, and all the blooms and roses and flowers, and I got about 7 pecan trees on my property. Hey, Adam C. Dude, you just missed me showing all the older bills that I've got that. Well, I was going to try to offer them today. I'm gonna flash them up there, Adam. You can see what I'll just give you a quick view. But I got some old $20 bills, tens, fives, $2 bills, and some old $1 uh, bills today. The oldest $1 bill is a 1935C, and it's really nice. Look at that, Adam. It's a nice one. I was just showing them, Adam. You missed me on them, and I hadn't sold or tried to sell really yet. But there's a couple of $2 bills, and okay, let's see what he was telling me here. Liberty says it's various spiritual traditions, hands holding a lotus flower representing purity, enlightenment, and spiritual awakening. The lotus rising from muddy water symbolizes the ability to overcome an obstacle. There we go. Absolutely. That's right. That's what it was. I read that the other day too, and I just forgot it. Let's see here. Low serial number and star notes at that, Adam. And they're consecutives. They're consecutive, 658 and 657. Starts off with triple zeros. Well, thank you, Liberty. I appreciate it. If I was on top of my game too, I would pin your comment up there on my screen, but I didn't do that today. See, I'm telling you, I've only streamed a couple times in the last 6 months, so I'm not too swift. Yeah, I don't know, Adam. Do you collect any U.S. currency bills? You know, nothing super old, but back in I guess the 30s would have been my oldest one. I got to show Adam this other. This is my oldest $20 bill. I'm gonna pull it back out and show Adam. It's a 1934C, Adam. Look at there. Got that one. 1934C. I know Big T and Mama T over there. They sell some bills quite often on their channel. That's what I need is a big crowd in here today so I could really screw up and try to sell them. Yeah, yeah. Well, these are not going to be. I'm not going to price these just sky high, but more than face value for sure. But like on that $20 bill, that 1934C a while ago, I just gathered 2 or 3 different prices off of online, and one that's been folded. Of course, it's not torn or anything, but one that's been folded. But other than that, it's still got good bright colors. And, it's not all stained up or anything. They go for about $30. That's what I was seeing. So something in that price range on something like that. And I would assume that the $10 bill star note, now I may be wrong, but I'm just thinking I'd ask 20 for it. But an old, gosh, let's see, what was it? It's a 63A, and it's a star note. So I don't know. I might be off. I usually could look at some of those and get a general fair price off the top of my head. Not really sure on them fives. I did not look up the $5 red seals. I didn't really look those up. But I got 5 of those. And they're all nice. There's one out of the whole bunch of the 5s that I would at quick glance, I'm going to say most definitely. I don't know though. but I would still say that would be a very good gradable $5 one. I mean that one right there, no folds, no tears, no stains. It's a really pretty $5 bill. Super nice. Yeah, some of these guys are super smart out here that I watch every day that they know their coins and they know their bills, but I definitely do not. I know what some of them are, but I don't can't get into details with you unless I looked it up. Just being honest. But that 35C $1, I'll tell you what. I'm looking at it real good. I don't think. Nope. There ain't no folds in that either. That's a really nice to be that old. And it's not cut just exactly. I don't know. It seems like that when it's an uneven cut too, that makes them maybe a little more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just me thinking, but I was thinking that's right. But the top of that one, it's cut. I've seen them before. The top it's cut closer than the bottom. I see that. And it may be that the more perfect cut, the better grade they'd get. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. I'm keep looking at this one. It looks like I've got two of them in there. I think. Let me look and see. No, no, it's just one. I was being real careful with it, trying to check it. Well, it's just one in there. For some reason, I thought I had two of those in there. But for a bill that old right there, still that's you hardly ever see. Usually you see these they're kind of dirty and faded and been circulated quite a bit. And I'll say that's an uncirculated pretty well, almost uncirculated. Put it that way. Nice. There's a crease, but it's in this holder thing right there. It's not in the bill. Adam, what state did you tell me you're from? I forgot. I can't never remember. You probably told me before, but I just forget. But if anybody's interested in them, in any of those bills, let me know today, and I'll give you a price on them. Uh, North Dakota moving to Texas. Oh, awesome! I hope you got a good job when you get there. You got something good when you go to work when you get there, Adam. I'm sure you probably do. Anybody that's interested in the gold backs, I have 10 of those gold backs there today. And everybody has seen, I know, proof sets, but I'm going to open them anyway. Cool. That's awesome. That's a great, good deal, man. I tell you what, I miss my days of what I, my, I only had two separate jobs my whole life. I was an electric motor rebuilder, and then I was in the gas station business for 26 years. I got that Ellis Island. Now, if anybody's interested in that Ellis Island coin, I may throw it up as a starting bid here in a minute. These are, there's them proof sets. 77. Let's see what I can do here. They're pretty, really nice proof sets. Okay, Adam, I think, and I could be underpricing, I could be overpricing, but I'm going to say around $5 a piece. I may be wrong. These are the ones. See, they're the ones. And they're 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. It tells you right there. Uh, well, let me lay one up on top again here. Maybe you can read it. Sometimes I have to get this camera to do a little focusing. But that's what they are, 1/1000th of a troy ounce. And from what I see, they vary in price. And I think Mama T said yesterday that a lot of people are going that are buying the Florida ones. It says Florida go for a lot. Go back is go. Okay, there we go. Liberty is on top of the game. See, um, going for 654 at the moment. So I've got 10 of them, and I've done put. I'll do a. I'll just do that right now. Okay, that one is a Nevada, and I'm gonna tell you, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Nevadas right there. I got 6 Nevada. Hang on. Let me do something here. I ain't got a big workspace today. Got 6 Nevadas right there. Okay, I got 2 Wyomings right there. 2 Wyomings. A New Hampshire and a Utah, which makes a total of 10. And I'd like to sell those. Really, I'd like to sell those all together. And like I say, I'll do a starting. I'll tap in a starting bid here if y'all want to see them there. Just if anybody that way gives everybody a fair chance. Let's see here. That's for all 10. And there'll be shipping, of course, on top of stuff today. And most everything usually today is going to be $5 shipping. And my starting bid on those 10 gold backs will be $50 starting bid. And anybody feel free in the chat if you want to start a bid on it. You're more than welcome. I'm gonna leave him up and run a few minutes, see if I can get a sale started. And then I'll show. I'll do some other little single individual what few items that I'm showing. At least I got a few good things today. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool, Liberty. That's awesome. Just let me know when he comes in too, so I can so I know him. I usually try to turn everybody blue that I that I don't see a lot to keep. And of course, a lot of channels they use their wrenches for different reasons. But yeah, you could. I'd feel bad if they. Yeah, I like to get tracking number, and then that way I can see that if they was actually delivered to them people, because I don't never want to get a bad name for. I had a package, and in fact, it went to Benjamin that comes in, and I had just met him a couple months ago, and his package, he track it, of course, and I could track it for 30 days. Over 30 days it took, and he lived just right across the state from me in Tennessee. And that package went all over the place, and I was really worried about it, and I was like, gosh, I don't want a bad name for not being the. I want to make sure I deliver. I'm going to. Uh, Sometimes I might have been out of pocket for 3 or 4 days, but usually, like today's stuff, especially whatever I sell today, will be packaged this afternoon, and then I'll uh, be shipping out tomorrow. On uh, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. Yes, yeah, and I mean, I kind of most of the time I'm ended up when I say $5, like well on those bills, if somebody got those today, that would cover it because it'd be probably under five because it don't weigh. But like most of the time when I ship, yep, Liberty, you're right, very true. But most of the time I do put tracking on everything, and I keep a watch on them, and I hang on to them receipts for till I see them people get their stuff. Because usually I'm only dealing with 3 or 4 people, and sometimes there might be more than that I got to keep check on till they get delivered. But that's one thing I want to make sure. Yeah, Pony Express. That's what we need to go back to. And I tell you what, if I had a huge package that I'm going to send off to somebody, I would definitely. I'd have to drive 18 miles, but I'd definitely go to UPS store and just ship it UPS to them. They're fairly reasonable. At least I trust them a lot better. Uh, Stuff usually it's pretty pronto with UPS. Uh, but I got packaged a while back, and coins was all over the place in that box when I tore it open, and thank goodness it was all still there. But I don't know if it had been cut open or what, but they might have looked through it, seen what was in it or something. Maybe they inspected it. I don't know. But it wasn't nothing but coins and stuff in it. And but they were all loose come out of a roll. The roll come open, and it was taped shut. That's what gets me. I can't believe it got shook enough that the roll. Of course, it is heavy when you take a roll of $half, $10 worth. There's what 20 coins in there, and that weighs fair amount. So I guess that could have happened. But yeah, anybody want to do a starting bid on those gold backs? There's 10 gold backs up there, starting bid of $50 starting bid, and according to what Liberty said, I'm selling them for under what they're going for today. He said they were going for around $6 and what did he say? Where did I put $6.54 at the moment? Where he looked back, or he said, yeah, A1 go back is 6.54 at the moment. So let's see. I'm gonna go back up here. Let's see. There we go. I can put Liberty's comment up there on the screen. Going for 6.54 at the moment. Well, I've run them all off today. Looks like I've been bouncing up from 6 back down to 1 to 2. I got 10 gold backs up there. We're showing in the middle right now. Starting bid is $50, and you can see Liberty looked them up, going for $654 at the moment. So I'm selling them for at a reasonable price, I guess. I'm gonna take that back off of there. Get my comments back where I can see them over here. Oh, did Adam shoot a 50 up there? Okay, Adam is at 50. Okay, let's see. Where did we get that here? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, Adam Golly Bum. I'm sorry, I missed that. So we're gonna put right here. We're gonna put Adam. There we go. Thank you, Adam, for your bid, buddy. I appreciate it today. Yeah, you'll like those and they're well, I will say at least 2 years ago, I had 25 or 30 of them at one time, and they were usually easy to move on if you don't want to keep stacking them for the gold. And of course, I don't know what they plan to do as far as using them to actually be able to. I think in some states, I guess you could buy something with them. I'm not sure. I say that. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I just know they do have their values. So I'd like to have a box carload of them. That'd be nice. I'll have to fix the glass. I may bust y'all's ears doing that. I don't know. Was that too loud? Y'all let me know if that's pretty loud. I don't want to run off my 2 or 3 people that are watching. All right, I'm gonna count it down now. Everybody that just might have stepped in, if you did, we got Adam C's got a $50 bid on 10 gold backs. Oh, okay. Okay. Long as it don't hurt people's ears, I don't want to blast nobody's eardrums out today. I'm gonna count it down. Going once. Twice. Last call, and we're going to count it down from a 3, 2, 1, and so. So if you're going to bid, you better get your bid in. Got Adam C at $50. 3, 2, 1, and SOLD, and sold to Adam C for $50. And we're gonna put them back in the sleeve. And Adam, if you want to hang out for a few minutes here, I'm not got but just a handful of things. I'll show everything, put a price out. You may get a okay. Just add $5 for shipping on that. That'll really help. That'll help for my shipping for you. And don't put Adam. Don't put any notes in PayPal. Email me to micahshan1@gmail.com your shipping information, and I'll know when I see your PayPal come up. Make sure it goes friends and family only. Friends and family only. Okay, make sure we do that. Yes, thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just a one-man show here. I'm a one-man show. Make him a card. And that's for the gold backs. There's 10 of them. Got him wrote down. All righty. Now also, I'm going to throw this up now, the Ellis Island commemorative 1886 to 1986, and there's the little uh, card on it, and it's going to be, let me get that where you can see it. Let me get this camera. It's 0.86 troy ounce, 0.77 troy ounces of silver. It's 0.900 fine. And it's a Philadelphia minted coin right there. And I'm going to have a starting bid tapped in there on that. Let's see. Starting bid, Ellis Island. It will be a starting bid of, and that's just what I actually saw. I saw this one was it started at 20 yesterday. So hey, if you're collecting stuff, there ain't but 3 people in here today, and I forget how much more that one went up to last night, but that's a that's a fair starting bid price on that one, based on last night's stream I watched of a lot of the local coin people. If anybody interested in that, Ellis Island, I could show it more if anybody needed to see it. Let's see, let's get it up a little closer here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm going to see if I can pop it out of there. Sometimes they can be tough. Oh, yeah, I think you pull up on the, let's see. There we go. Yeah, you pull up on the little ribbon. You get him out there. Come on, hand. Quit shaking. There we go. There's the Ellis Island. Statue of Liberty. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to slip her back in the case. $20 starting bid. Anybody interested? Comes with a little blue box. Comes with the authenticity paper right there. Starting bid $20. $20. Yeah, if I had several folks in here, this stuff would go in 5 minutes if I could get it up there and show it that fast. Let's see. I won't run these too long. The starting bid is $20 on the Ellis Island. Anybody on the Ellis Island? I'm gonna move on to the next item if nobody's interested in it right yet. Ellis Island. The pretty little box right there. All right, let's set him aside. And the George Washington commemorative, let's see, it's 1982. I believe I'm looking at that right. $50. Commemorative $50. Let's see. I'm going to take this off. Let's see. Uh, Starting bid. About to pop up on the screen. The George Washington commemorative. Starting bid is $15 on that silver $50. I got it in a little clear flip. Starting bid is $15. Anybody own that one? That's a nice coin. Nice one to have in your little set collection. If you collect commemoratives. In case anybody just came in and I hadn't said hello, hello to you. Thanks for stopping by today. Trying to offer a few deals. Help me out and maybe help you with your collection. George Washington commemorative, $15 starting bid up there right in the middle, right there, right now. That's what we got going on. Let's add this one other, we're going to add this one other coin with the George Washington commemorative. It is and it's not bad shape. For a 1912 V nickel, I don't know what they're going for, but yeah, you can see it fairly good right there. Pretty good. So 1912, not perfect by no means, but it's not bad. You can see the date really good. 1912 V nickel. We're going to put it in there with old George Washington. So we get that also 12B nickel NCL. At 1912, I put that in the chat so you can see that's included with the George Washington for the starting bid of $15 now. Now you can't beat that. You're getting those two for the price of one. Better than Walmart. Yes, sir. Two coins, starting bid, $15. George Washington commemorative in the 1912 B nickel. Anybody interested in that? If not, we'll move on to the next thing. All right, let's see if we can I don't delete the wrong thing here. All right. Had a good price on those. I'm surprised somebody don't work on that. And I got I showed them already. I got a roll of 40 percenters here. Let's just dump them out. Got a roll of 40%, and at $5 a piece on there, so that'd be there's $100 worth of 40 percenters up there. I'm not going to tap a starting bid of 100 just yet. I'm going to hold off for a second, and I'm thinking. Uh, if anybody wants to entertain an offer on those, but it need to be, it would need to start awful close to that $100 mark. That's what they're going for. It should be good for stacking. So I think that's fair. But if somebody wants to make an offer very close to the $100 mark, feel free to type in an offer. It never hurts to ask. Ask old Gleason. There we go. Now make an offer and just maybe. And that is a roll of 40. Anybody want to make an offer on the 40 percenters? We're going to leave them up there for a couple more minutes. I think the worst looking one or so, it looks like right here, and it's just, that's the worst looking one. It's a 66, but it's just on the edges. It's got some darkness going on. Got one right here that's, now some people really go for this. I think this is called a rainbow tone. I don't know, well, you're not being able to really see it without seeing it in person. If you've seen this one in person with the right light, when I hold it up myself in here, it's definitely a rainbow tone. It's a pretty coin if you like tones. But if you're just stacking some silver, that wouldn't be a bad way to do it. You're getting $10 face value, Kennedy halves. I'm going to slip them back in this tube. This is actually a bigger tube than what they're supposed to be in. But that's all I had right there. No takers. All right, we're gonna set them babies back aside. Uh, These got a 77. Let me see. Well, you can't see it right there. 77. Just a second. 77, a 78, a 1980. And I'll just take out the last one here. And let it be the shower. And you got a 1982. And we're going to do, let's see here. $8 per set on those black box United States proof sets. You can buy one set or you can buy them all. $8 per set. That's that's uh, that's that's fairly reasonable on those, I think. 77, 78, 80, and 82. If you get any younger generation that are starting their little collection, that's a neat way to start with some really pretty, shiny proof coins. See all the details on that proof. At $8, $8 a set. If anybody's interested, $8 a set. I'm probably getting lazy today. I'm not talking probably loud enough. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. And I'm going to slide him back in the box just for another second or two. 77, 78, 80, and 82. So if somebody wanted to buy all four, that would be $32 plus the shipping. And let's see here what we're going to put up there. I don't remember if I priced this one or not earlier. I'm going to scroll. I don't think I did. Let me double check. Let's see. So far not. Uh-oh. Dropped my phone. My phone's ringing. Just a second. No, let's see. I did not price it. So what we got is the 10-gram Swiss, uh, 10-gram bar. And I'm going to put it up there. It's got all the certified business on the back about it. These are big collectors. People like the stuff. They don't go as cheap as some of the other items. And I'm gonna put it I'm gonna put it on top of these just so you can see it maybe a little closer. But you're just getting just that bar right there. Uh, 10 gram bar. Starting bid. Starting bid of $45 on the 10 gram Swiss bar. Anybody interested in those? One of those? That's all I have is one of those. Just the one. Starting bid $45. We're gonna make a. I'm fixing to put these. I'm gonna add two more items with the 10 gram bar, but we're gonna we're gonna put it in as a package deal here. Let's see here. Take that one back out for now because we're gonna change. We're gonna add. We'll put the George Washington commemorative with it. And the, what did I say it was, a 1912. We're going to put the 1912 V nickel with it. We're going to do, starting a bid of, and you won't beat this nowhere else now today. Starting bid $55. You ain't going to beat that deal. Nowhere today. Moose socks. You're getting a 10 gram Swiss amp 999.9 pure silver still in the package. You're getting a 1912 V nickel, and you're getting a George Washington commemorative $50 right there. And I got a starting bid of $55. Now that's not a bad start bid price. Not bad at all, I don't think. That's fairly reasonable. Moose socks. I got some stuff. Moose socks. If you just came in, I don't know if you're a collector of currencies, but I got these. I'll show again in a minute before I get out today. But I've got some old bills, all U.S. currency bills. I don't know if you collect those, but you may can get a reasonable deal today from me. I got ones. I got $2 bill, Star Note consecutive, two of those that are consecutives, and then I got some $5 red seals there, old $10 bills, and two $20 bills. The one $20 bill is pretty old, but I got a starting bid of $55 on those three items that are up there right now. The pant bar alone goes for around $45. And the George Washington commemorative, I added that and a V nickel to it, so it should be easy. Got to run. It's okay. All right. I've seen your email. I seen your PayPal, Adam C, and I know I got your. Yeah, I see your email as well over here right now too. So we're all squared away, and you should. I'll be sending your stuff out, Adam, to tomorrow morning, sometime when the postal opens. I'll go to the post office. We'll get you took care of. And hey, thanks for coming by, Bubba. I appreciate you always. You've always supported and come in and bought things from me, and I really, I really appreciate you, buddy. I sure do. Did anybody interested in those items I got up there? Okay, Moose Socks, thank you. I got some proof sets that were $8 a piece up here. I got a 77, 78, an 80, and an 82 up there. They're $8 a piece. Anybody looking for? I never sold so far. I've still got still got it Ellis Island for $20 starting bid. Anybody was interested in that? I'll sling it back up there real quick in case anybody else different might be in the room. If you do, tap Ellis Island coin and tap the starting bid of $20 on that. If you want no more stuff than I got, I can keep up with it that way. Uh, but these bills, anybody interested in currency bills? If not, probably here in a minute I'm going to get close to signing off. Moose Socks, I've also got a roll of 40% Kennedy half dollars. Got a got a got a container of those $10 containers worth. I'm asking 100 for a roll of 40%. You can have the tube with it. Anybody interested? Let's see here. What we had showing, if anybody had just came in at a starting bid of $55 on the 10 gram, and you're going to get this 10 gram Swiss bar. You're getting that. You're going to get the George Washington commemorative right there. And you're going to get a 1912 V nickel. Still in good condition for an old V nickel. All those you're going to get a starting bid for $55 if anyone would be interested in entertaining a bid. I'm ready to take a bid. $55. Well, all right. It may be a shorter stream. Anybody wanted to come up before I left today on panel, you're more than welcome to, and I throw the link up. If anybody wanted to come up, say hello. Uh, Thanks everybody for coming in. I might, I might, I might pop on in again sometime tonight. Maybe a lot of people are still at work, things like that. So I had spare time on my hands today, right now, at the moment, just trying to run some stuff through, have money to operate on. Appreciate everybody coming. Thanks, and I'm gonna try. I'll try my best to. I'll try to come back in. I'll try to come back in maybe tonight. Maybe run my things again. Them $50 there. Anybody? Don't forget those. The bills I had. And the Ellis Island, I'll still have that, looks like right now. So, Mud Swat, you finally come in to see me. Here I am about to sign off. I got Mud Swat, if you're interested in anything today, I got proof sets. I got an Ellis Island commemorative in the box right there. Mud Swat, I got a roll of 40% Kennedy half dollars. Swiss Pamp Bar, I think that's what I'm supposed to call it, a George Washington commemorative and a 1912 V nickel right there. That's all right, Mudspot. We can't be everywhere always, can we, buddy? They got to give Mudspot an applause. He's just trying to sell a few things, and Mudspot, I got a handful of old bills, Mudspot, old currencies. Got a lot of oldies and a lot of pretty nice looking ones in here. Uh, Lots of different ones. Maybe I'll get a more of a yeah, Mudspot. I hear you, buddy. I really thought these bills. I thought some people would really get on to those today. So I got some beautiful $5 red seals in there. They're really nice. They're real nice. And got a Star Note 1963A $10 bill. Look at here, Mudspot. Let me get this and throw it up there and let Mudspot see that. Look at that, Mudspot. An old Star Note. Let's see. And my oldest Mudspot, let's see, it's this one here in the bigger denomination is the biggest one I got. 1934C. $20 bill. Yeah, but some of these most everybody should be familiar with. I mean, well, it depends on the age group you're in and stuff. But it don't seem like it's been that many years. I can still remember my daddy opening his billfold and seeing them $20 bills all the time. That's what they always looked like. Those fastly went out of here in the last, I'd say in the last 15 years. Everybody has, or else the what you call has taken them off the market, put the new ones out because they're getting worn out. But there's still a few like these right here still out there, and They were just full of color, you know. I mean, gosh, to me, bills now are not near as colorful and bright with deep color as them old ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you, but I'm going to try my best to. I'm gonna try my best to sell these. Though they're worth more than face value, really. Not a ton, but they're worth a little more than their face value for sure. I see some people go to bidding like crazy on these some nights, uh, on some of the streams when they put the old currency bills up there. I've never had a Confederate note. I always would like to I'd like to have a Confederate note. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I bet the coin shop would just say, we can't do nothing with them. I know. Every time I've ever taken anything into any of these well, I don't even call them coin dealers. They're pawn shops that have a lot of coins, but yeah, me too, much. What I want a Black Eagle. I ain't never had one. I'd like to have one of those. And heck, just for one of those, they can go for big bucks. And that's a good place to start out, though. You know, collecting. If like me and you ain't got much money, yeah, yeah, that's right. That's what. And I'd settle for an old, just a readable, legible, folded up one that was kind of rough. I'd like to have. That would be nice. I've never had one. I've seen Big T. Big T has a pretty one before that he showed me. I'm sure he's still got uh, his bill collection. Well, oh, you wish you bought one for 130. Wow. Yeah, I need to. I don't think the last time, because there's a pawn shop, or well, there's two pawn shops in this town. It's about 18 miles away, and sometimes when I go to that particular area for the doctor's office with my wife, I'll stop by those and look. And I think at one time I've seen that type bill, uh, but it's been a while. It's been a while, and they don't. The pawn shops they ask so much for their coins in there, and they don't want to buy anything because in the past I've brought stuff, and they say, well, "Look what we got. We're really not even selling it." And the guy was like, "You can't make any money selling coins," and I'm like, "Well, what do you got them up there for?" They want you to think that you have nothing, but when they get it, it's worth something. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna sign off for the evening. Thanks for coming by. I may come back on tonight later on and try to sell a few things possibly. Uh, Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know if I do tonight. I'll look through some more and see if there's anything else I can bring out to possibly show to maybe sell. Hey, everybody, uh, yeah, thanks for coming by. Hope to see everybody again soon. Have a good afternoon.